I don't know. It's just weird to me because I feel like you went from calling Florida overrated from like yesterday to now Miami. Now they're better than Miami.
Well, I mean, I feel like people.
You said that Florida allowed what was it 24 points to South Carolina, and which is weird to me because I said I feel like Florida's defense is not where it normally is. They usually have a defense and a lesser offense, but now it's the other way around. And I feel like Florida having a good offense is scarier than them having a good defense and no offense. Because I mean, we saw LSU last season. Great offense, terrible defense. We saw that last year. You know, so I think having a better offense is scarier. I think Florida is a very scary team, and a lot of teams need to keep them on their radar.
Yeah. Nowadays in football, you see teams have scary offenses, and they're more likely to win. Like last year, you had Baltimore; they had a very scary offense. They didn't go far in the playoffs, but they won a lot. You have the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, they have a terrifying offense, and obviously they won the Super Bowl.
Even Alabama. If we're talking college football, Alabama had a devastating offense last year. They were great on offense. Besides
they had a very scary offense in I think it was 2012. They had like Eddie Lacy, AJ McCarron, Amari Cooper. I mean that team was terrifying.
Yeah.
And they went on to smack the mess out of Notre Dame in the championship game.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all about. It's all about offense. I think now a lot of people are like, "Yo, defense wins championships." No, I think if you have a defense and a competent offense, you might win. But I think it's all about teams having a better offense now. Because when you look at Clemson, what do you look at? Do you think that it's because their offense is so good, or is it because their defense is so good?
I mean, whenever you just think of Clemson, you think Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne.
Yep. So I think it's an offensive college football. I think it's an offensive league. NFL may be more defense, I believe.
Well, then that comes the whenever you think of teams and you think obviously offensive players, that comes back to the saying where offense fills the stands, defense wins the championships. But I feel like that's starting to just be like offense fills the stands, and I mean I guess you say both sides wins the championships because offense is starting to win championships more than defenses now.
I think it's still good to have a scary defense. You see what Georgia did to Auburn. I feel like they did just enough. They did enough on offense to obviously shock them, but I think having a defense like Georgia could be dangerous. But until you have an offense that's putting up on average 40, 50 points like some of these other teams, how serious can people take you?